So here they are. And yep, sorry, they hatched out on their own. Welcome back, guys. Tish from Python Spawn. Happy New Year. I think it's time for all of us to have a little chat. Come on in. First of all, thank you guys so much for coming back on my channel. A lot has changed, some good, some bad. We're gonna get through the next couple weeks and kind of explain everything that's been going on. First off, let's just deal with the elephant in the room. Yes, I cut my hair. But believe me, that is one of the least changes that has happened. It's so much that's happened. I don't know if you guys remember the post that I did post, but I'll explain to you a little bit more during the remainder of this video. It's not going to be too long because I actually want to go in depth on everything that I'm talking about today, but I'm going to give you a broad overview of pretty much what's coming for the next couple of videos. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first and foremost, I'm gonna have to let you guys know, for me to continue doing what I'm doing and some personal stuff in my job situation, Python Spawn is officially relocating. I'm actually moving out of New York and moving to Georgia. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna move all of this and the animals outside and my son and everything else to Georgia. So yeah, this is gonna be a huge step. Yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. Quite literally, actually. It's gonna be fun. But let's start off real quick with what happened. What made me stop doing YouTube for a little while. So if you guys do remember, I did send a post out when I had missed a couple of videos. I was involved in a car accident. I don't want to go too in depth, but my car was totaled. I did have some significant issues from that accident. So I was not able to do a lot of stuff. It was just too much for me to handle, and I apologize in advance and for the past for not doing the videos. I really wish I could have, but I really needed that time to heal and to recuperate mentally and physically. And it's gonna be a lot of explaining, a lot of backdating. So much has happened, and I will, like I said, I'm gonna go more in depth. So I'm gonna go more in depth about the move. I'm gonna go more in depth about the one thing that I got mixed feelings about telling you guys, but I'm gonna tell you because I feel I owe you guys that. So, switching my hand here. Yeah, it's like, I don't have my gimbal today, okay? I didn't charge it. I was ill prepared for today's episode. So we did have a tragedy in this room. Unfortunately, my thermostat that controls the electric baseboard in here failed, and my heat was set extremely high. As a result, I did lose all of my babies from the first 2 years. Anything that was for sale or growing up, aside from maybe 8, have passed on. And I was originally going to restart my YouTube channel last month, and when this happened, I just could not emotionally deal with it. I spoke to a few people in the community, and they wanted me to do a video sooner, but I couldn't do it any sooner. Since then, I'm gonna explain exactly how it happened, to the best of my knowledge at least, because I really don't know exactly what happened. But I have since corrected the situation and we're back to normal operating. So there is a new way I'm controlling. I know that you can't really see that, but it's 47% humidity and 84 degrees. So we're back to where I usually keep my animals in, but I want to keep the way I do it. I want to preserve that for another episode, and I want to go more in depth on what exactly happened, how many did I lose, which ones did I lose, and how the remaining are doing. So I think one of the biggest reasons it happened was these right here. There's a reason there's only these left. I have since taken all of my babies out of this rack so that I can prevent anything like this from happening again. Same with the baby hatchling bins over there. So there was not enough ventilation, I believe, in these, and that's why the animals that were in here passed away. The same with the ones that were over there. The only ones that are left here are my milk snake and my 3 sand boas. So they're doing okay, but the only reason I haven't been able to put them into the 1075 rack for the freedom breeder is because they can slip through. All of these snakes can actually slip through the cracks. It's happened. So they cannot go into the 1075 rack. I am eventually going to get this really small when I make the move. When I go to Georgia, I'm going to get the freedom breeder or the ARS, the really small racks for snakes like this. Unless I find, or I might get actually I probably will. It's either the ARS for the hatchlings or snakes like these, or I'm going to get the pack racks. I just need a way to secure the babies, like really not any of the ball pythons. Ball pythons can't get out of those, which was, I guess, partially the problem. But the sand boas are really, really small. So those are the only ones that stayed in this rack. I know this is not the best news, and believe me, I've lost sleep and a lot of nightmares. It was bad. It was bad, guys. But I got through it, and I don't know. Mistakes were made, probably on my part. Probably should. There was so many things. We're gonna talk about that later on in another episode. Probably the next episode. My thermostat failing, it happens. I wish I could have avoided it, but I couldn't. But the goal for Python Spawn now is to move on and try to replace the animals that I produced in the last 2 years. So some happy news. Like I said, we're gonna talk more about that in another episode. But some happy news. I did hatch my last clutch of the season, so I do want to show you guys them real quick. And we'll end it on a good note, and we'll get more in depth on the move. We'll get more in depth on what happened with the thermostat malfunction. Let me clarify. It's not the thermostat that is to any of the racks. It's my actual baseboard thermostat that's on the wall. So there was a malfunction with that. And I'll show you how I heat the room now. So we'll go more in depth, like I said, next week, because I wanna have a whole episode just on that. But in the meantime, we will turn the camera and we're gonna see some babies and answer some questions from this clutch that I was very anxious about. So hang tight. So here they are. And yep, sorry, they hatched out on their own. I couldn't prevent that one. I was originally gonna have these guys on an egg cutting video, but unfortunately they pipped out on their own. So There were 6 eggs in this clutch. 3 of them went bad, and 1 of them died in the egg. So there was a normal that passed away in the egg, which was actually, it was really sad actually. I had tried, I should have opened it. I usually cut my eggs, but I wanted to let these guys incubate as long as they wanted and pip out on their own naturally, and unfortunately that normal couldn't come out of the egg. So when I eventually opened the egg, it was gone. But this is the last 2. And yeah, so we got, so the possible sires, let me talk about the sires real quick. So this, we proved this female out. She was a banana pos het pied. She did have really good pied markers, but again, she was only a 50%, so I couldn't guarantee the genetics. She was bred to a banana pos het pied, my Wookiee Fire Cinnamon, and my pied. So if I'm going to, you know, assume the genetics, my guess is going to be the banana pos het pied. Actually, probably not, because I would have had a super banana at least one of them, but it's possible it could have been from another, I don't know. So it's either banana or the pied. It was not the Wookiee. So I'm going with the pied. I'm going to mark them as 100%, but let's take a look at these babies. So this one is a female. I already sexed it. It's a female banana het pied. Let's see if it has any tracks. Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's really pretty baby. So this one's I'm obviously keeping everything at this point because I'm low on inventory and I don't have any babies, so at least not many babies. I'll update you on the babies that I have in a couple of episodes from now. But yeah, so we have this banana female, 100% het pied. She looks good. I don't see any issues with her. A little bit small eyes, sort of, I guess. Smaller than the other. So that's, yeah, I can see that. So compared to this one, it might be a little bit smaller eyes, which is interesting. I didn't even notice that before. Regardless, she's gonna be one of my babies, so she's staying with me. And then this is a male, banana pied. Really, really pretty. It's a 50-50, really. Beautiful baby. And I've actually always wanted to hatch these out. So this is gonna be really cool when my next breeding season next year. I am definitely going to put this girl with my yellow belly possible mahogany pied and make some yellow belly mahogany banana pieds. Beautiful baby. But yeah, I love the way this one looks. It's just a pretty, really pretty banana pied. But that's some good news at least, you know? These made me really happy. They were New Year's babies. So they were due on the 30th and they ended up pipping on the 28th, I believe. Yeah, they were laid on the 30th of October. So they were a couple days early. So yeah, it's a nice little update for them. Hey, baby. Yeah, okay. So let's put these guys back. They're already marked up, ready for their own bins. Once they shed out, they'll have a meal a week after that. Let's put their tags back. So yeah, very cool. So yeah, a couple of updates. A lot has changed. I apologize. I was going through a lot. I just started responding back to a lot of people's messages and everything. And we're gonna start doing the podcast again soon with Bomb Projects. I'd probably give that about a couple weeks. I'm gonna probably start in February. We'll start up fresh and start the first week of February or something like that. I'll talk to Kylan and Dee about that. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys being patient with me and, you know, letting me have my time and understanding. And I got so many messages from you and responses from the post that I put, and I thank you guys so much for you know, sending me happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. You guys were always making sure I was okay, and I really appreciate it. I was swamped with so many messages back, and I couldn't even express to you how thankful I am that you guys, even though I wasn't putting out any videos, you guys still cared and you still were checking on me. So I appreciate that. But yeah, we're back to regular, normal scheduled videos. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below, hit that notification bell, maybe even the join button, and I'll see you guys next Thursday.